first we have to go and set the grid, and that will be done for all 3 races in this qualifying session. Remember, they need 3 laps. Their quickest 3 laps will be their times that result to set the grid. The fastest lap will set the grid for race 1, second fastest laps for race 2, third fastest laps will set the grid for race 3. We'll keep you across everything as we go throughout the session. Here comes Bianca Bustamante, has been in a little bit of bad form by her high standards in this F1 Academy series. She comes across the line to go P2. Bianca Bustamante coming across the line, fastest once again. Leah Block now second place, knows that her place in this championship is secured. That might give her a little bit of extra confidence. Let's pick up Abby Pulling first of all, goes across the line, P4 now P1, and that is 4.5 tenths clear from the rest of the field. Emily De House goes P2, and that is a very good time from Emily De House. Chloe Chambers is the Haasback driver. She's coming out the final corner. Where's she going to put that car for this session? It's going to go provisionally to the very top of the times, not just for quickest time, but for second quickest time as well. Abby Pulling across the line, and she goes fastest. She's in a real good fight here with Chloe Chambers, but Abby Pulling going back to the top of the standings, 1:56.340. This is great stuff between Pulling and Chambers. They're half a second clear from the rest of the field so far. Bianca Bustamante, P14, she needs another good lap here. The pressure is starting to mount on her. Abby Pulling, provisional pole position, 1:56.340 for her. Here comes Bustamante out the final corner now across the start-finish line. It's P3, and she's within 1/10 of a second, similar to Chloe Chambers of Abby Pulling. Here's Dorian Pan, pressure is on her now, slides out of the final corner across the start-finish line. That's more like it, P2 for Dorian Pan to join Abby Pulling on the front row of the grid.
On board of Dorian Pan, we've done this twice at turn 1 with track limits. We missed the first one. This was the lap that was good enough to put her second at the time. Let's watch her run wide with the radio.
A single lap time, okay? So full focus.
So this is the track limit camera. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt and said she was just legal, trying not to snitch on her, but that clearly shows there is no tyre in contact with the track or the white lines. We see Pulling finishing her lap 700ths over second place. Chloe Chambers at the moment, she will want a bigger gap than that. She does improve. She doubles the gap nicely to a 1.5 tenths. Chambers is on a lap as well, though. Can she make that gap smaller, or can she get first place? Quickest in practice this morning. We know she can be quick here. The only driver, as we see Hamda Al-Qubaisi come from nowhere. Chambers to second. That's how quickly it can change.
Maya Berg across the line, P6, but Hamda Al-Qubaisi, the Emirati driver, going to provisional pole position, 1:56.229.
Hamda Al-Qubaisi on a double green lap at the moment. Same with Maya Vuk, 50 seconds remaining. So they're going to squeeze another lap in here. All 3 drivers on the timing screen will get that extra lap if the tyres will hang on. This is where the front left will start to be hurting. Understeer creeps in, locking the brakes creeps up as well as Abby Pulling crosses the line, reclaims pole position, 10th of a second clear.
Abby Pulling back to the front there, 1:56.120, but will it be taken back from Hamda Al-Qubaisi? Here she comes round the final corner, traffic out the way conveniently, but she's gone slower through the final sector, and that's opened the door for Chloe Chambers to go P2. Personal best for Maya Berg. Abby Pulling up towards the final 2 corners. So far it's a first, second and a first for her for the races. She makes her way round the final corner. Can she improve her time? Almost running wide out the final corner there, slightly unsettling the car, but she does go faster. 1:56.081. Right, over to you, Chambers, Al-Qubaisi and Pan. Bustamante will go no higher than 4th place. We ride on board with Dorian Pan now, the Mercedes driver. Al-Qubaisi 3rd at best. Chloe Chambers 2nd at best. So can Dorian Pan improve? Out the final corner, the run to the line now. Can she steal it at the end? No, not quite. So it's Abby Pulling who will be quickest in all 3 laps there. Abby Pulling, the 2024 F1 Academy Series champion, will lead us away from the front in all 3 races. And that is a superb way for her to end her time in this series from the front.
Great job, great job. I think that's all 3 poles.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the season. Whether it's 3 poles or not, it's been a delight, so thank you so much, guys.
Let's confirm that order for you. Our champion, Abby Pulling, on pole position for all 3 races this weekend. Chloe Chambers in second place. She will be on the front row. What a result for Chloe Chambers, and an Emirati driver looking to get on the podium for the first time in an official F1 support category here. Bustamante, Pan, De House, well done to her. Verg, Marty, Schreiner did a great job in 9th and block. Tina Houseman, despite problems in practice, will finish 11th. Lovenfoss, Amna Alkebasi 13th, Aurelia Nobels, Jessica Edgar, and our wildcard, Logan Hanna, has had problems throughout practice, didn't get a lot of track time, but she up there in 16th, looking competitive, will only get better throughout. Second fastest times and familiar faces in the top 3. Abby Pulling fastest ahead of Chloe Chambers and Hamda Alkebasi in 3rd. Bianca Bustamante in 4th, Dottie and Pan 5th. Maya Verg jumps up to 6th in this classification. Then Ray and Marty, Leah Block, Emily De House drops down to 9th, and Carrie Schreiner just drops a position to P10. Maya Verg, the beneficiary there. Tina Houseman 11th, Lola Lovenfoss 12th, and Amna Alkebasi, Aurelia Nobels, Jessica Edgar, and Logan Hanna in P16.